Tries throwing down vegetarian hot dogs that come back up.
No.
How dare you?
This displeases the hot dog hole.
Pizza Hatch sequel, hot dog hole. Come on.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, God. Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast. Fearfic is the term for things on the internet, in places that we read. On today's episode, the gang reads Happy House Hill, a creepypasta including both prose and poetry. Will the story have a good reason to include both? Also, DP has a mansion baby, Papreeka gets tiger uppercut into the metaverse, Abysmii gets butt touched by the puking stick, and Slimebeast eats knives on the roof. Kick it to the cold open, Slimebeast.
Have you guys seen Governor Desantis of Florida?
I'm looking at a picture of him now.
Heard about a vaguely idiotic person.
I have lunch with
Vaguely
him.
idiotic person, the VIP.
Hey.
So DeSantis is, Republican, governor of Florida. Of course he's going to be, a little bit out there.
Let's get political, everyone.
Yeah, but this is a sort of an apolitical question. We've got a picture up, and maybe this will be the thumbnail for the episode. I don't know. It's DeSantis and his wife Casey. Okay, all right. Now I have a question for you guys, and I want your honest opinions. All right, this is like a pegging scenario. Am I right?
I was going to say this looks photoshopped. I don't think she's actually there.
No, I mean this couple here. He's not the dude in this relationship, is he?
They didn't have.
He's not. He's hunched over a little bit, and he's probably, not. He doesn't have his. He's not as. Damn it! Never mind.
That's true. No, that is correct, actually.
He's not as. He's a little hunched over. He does look a little beta in this picture.
Hey,
and she's
it's your boy,
tall,
a little hunched over.
Little beta.
Little beta in his hit single, Hunched Over, OVA. But yeah, here's another picture.
Jesus
Christ.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's just binary.
What the fuck?
I think you just sent us source code.
Yeah.
Here's another picture. Here's another picture.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Apparently.
There we go. I'm not wrong, am I?
No, absolutely not.
This is a pegging scenario.
I 100% agree. In terms of why they're into the pegging, it's the important question. I think that they didn't have premarital sex, and pegging doesn't count.
Well, I mean, I can just see, if you look at this picture right here.
It's possible that she's a necromancer and he's just a corpse as well. I'm also getting that kind of energy.
In addition,
from
yes.
this
What
picture.
the hell is he apologizing for in this image? Because that is the look of a man, in deep shit.
They discovered the hoodoo spell that she has in her strap-on, where she fucks him in the ass every night, and it revitalizes his corpse body. It's just
Apparently.
pumping him full of womanly sexual energy is the thing that's keeping this zombie
you mean
afloat.
estrogen?
Yes.
But, I mean, can't you see, somewhere in the scenario, the term Governor Piggy comes in, right? I mean, who's Governor Piggy? I am, that type of thing. Right? Am I wrong? Uh-oh. Did I get disconnected?
No.
No. You just
it's just
Yeah.
me and you are the only ones contributing pegging jokes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Hey, Bisbee,
anyway,
are
what
you
do you want the real
pegging?
cold open to be?
Am I into pegging? Nah.
Why not? Aren't you a
Not my
feminist?
thing. Apparently not.
I tried being a feminist once, but I wasn't into it. Well, I mean,
Just-
they're not that connected, but
It makes my ass hurt, and I don't know.
She kept trying to pump me full of estrogen.
all right, good episode, everybody.
3 months.
See ya.
I've been through the desert on a wife with a strap on. I don't know. Okay, what's the real cold open, folks?
Nah.
Boy, I think the show's over.
Yeah,
I think it's time to end Fear Fiction Podcast.
it was a nice run.
Yeah. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
What's happening out in the world? What's happening?
Nothing.
There's
It's boring. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The world's in
noteworthy.
peace.
I thought you were there's politics. There's
No.
war.
Gas prices are reasonable.
There's floods.
Yeah, but that's all boring.
Okay.
Uh.
New Hell of a Boss.
It was pretty good.
What's Mark Zuckerberg working on these days? Now that Meta is over after it didn't
It's
even
completely
begin.
over.
Desperately trying to
trying to make-
resurrect it.
Metaverse, I should say.
Okay,
Trying
can
to
I
make
talk?
the AR universe, isn't he?
I don't know.
The assault rifle universe, yeah, I don't think he's going to get that off the ground. But what I would say, hey, do you guys mind if I do just talk a little bit about what I've been working on that you guys don't know about?
Sure.
Maybe this will yield
Another
content.
golem, another flesh golem.
Another
Flesh goal.
The next
Making a
toy
baby?
you'd like to be pegged with?
Another flesh golem. So that's I'm trying to make another Chelsea.
I like the idea where DP says it's something nobody knows about. He's like, nobody knows this, but we're working on having a child. Even Chelsea doesn't know this. Basically, poking holes in condoms. Oh,
Condoms, come
she's
on.
going to be so surprised.
Baby, I have a surprise. Now, you want to know why I've been collecting all your pee in jars? No, so I've been working on a few stories about mansions, like a little series of stories where I'm trying to like subvert the rule mansion thing, and just mansions are fun. You go into a creepy haunted mansion. We don't have enough haunted mansion stories out in the world.
True.
So I've been working on a few of those, and one idea I have, and I just want to workshop this. Maybe you guys will have feedback because I haven't gotten to it yet. You know how there's no end house, and like the whole twist of no end house is like he's going through all these rooms. He needs to make it to room 30, and he's like, room 17. Oh my God, this is so crazy. The horrors that I've never seen before, and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Room 0 was about 5 like
Nights at
teenagers.
Freddy's.
What? wasn't like 5 teenagers that went into the house, and then the house ate memories and conjured up clones of people and things like that? Isn't that what No End House is about?
It was
that
about
Monster House?
long hallways where things happened.
Anyway, impossible space, and then like you get to the end, and like you get past the room 30, and then it's just the door number 2, and it's like, oh, what a twist. I have a different idea. Instead of No End House, I want to do No Start House, where a person has to deliver a pizza, but they can't figure out how to get inside the mansion.
So there's like no doors or windows?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Well, I was thinking initially that they're just like knocking on the door, and then it's kind of like peering in the window, and it's just like there's a party in there, but nobody's like paying attention to them. And like
I'd play that video game.
I like the idea, not to completely run away with and steal your entire fucking thing. Imagine a story from the perspective
But
of
I'm
a
gonna
cop.
do it anyways.
Yeah. Imagine a story from the perspective of a cop in a small town who gets a call that there's a party that's too loud at the neighbor's house, and when he shows up, there's no windows or doors on the house, but there's clearly a party inside. It's like,
Wait a minute.
gun, maybe?
gun.
Maybe gun is solution?
He's just really, he doesn't, that's what he's thinking for some reason, but he's like really reticent to like call it over the radio. It's like, I don't know what to do here. Echo Bravo, maybe just fire the gun.
Yeah.
Just hoping that like maybe they heard it, and if not, it's like, what? No, I didn't say that. No.
Well, in real life, what would somebody do? Okay, let's say you got a community of like-minded people, a commune, if you will, and each house has like a tunnel into like a central house that has no windows or doors on it. And
Talking about Washington, D.C.
Yeah, but like, what would the authorities do if they came upon that situation? Would they have the legal right to search every house for tunnels? Abysmii lawyer?
Ooh. Where are you at on tunnel wall? Did they teach you that in the academy, in the legal academy?
Academy.
Police Academy, the movie.
You'd have, presumably, if you did find a tunnel. Oh, but the difficulty is, how do you get a warrant to go to other places the tunnel connects to if you do not know the extent of the tunnels first? You'd have to like do some weird sonar mapping and then go, look, this is where everything we think leads.
Sonar map. It'd be like the lead up to the Iraq War. We believe there's a tunnel in this house. Sign off on it. But imagine, okay, so they call over the firefighters. They get the axe out and they just start chopping a hole in the wall where like the front door would be. But like as soon as they hit it, they just like gasoline starts pouring out because there's like just a room full of gasoline on the other side, and they start cutting over here, and there's some other thing in there.
Then they call in the gasoline squad.
Yeah, the gasoline squad comes rolling up, speeds in, drifts, and crashes into a wall and explodes. But anyway, DP, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I do like this idea of just having there's so many different ideas I could come up with for like weird mansions, and that's one of the ones I was exploring. And then I was thinking that maybe there's like a Cheshire cat that eventually starts showing up, not like a literal one, but like one that represents like a Cheshire cat in the story, just being like a dick on like, shit, it's really crazy you can't get into this house to deliver that pizza, my guy. I bet your boss will kill you if you don't get that pizza in there, and just like taunting them.
It's like a femboy cosplaying as the Cheshire Cat with like the little ears. Yeah, I got you. I understand.
Yes, literally, that's what I'm thinking. Femboy Cheshire Cat. That's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah.
And when it's just smiling, all you see is like a pepperoni. Smile.
God damn it.
It's like, oh man, the pizza smells good, but I'm not technically the person who's supposed to have the pizza, so you can't hand it off to me. So maybe they would like get weirdly obsessed and start crawling all over the building, looking in different windows, and just seeing party activities going through the entire house and just banging on the window. Nobody cares.
Now, would this be normal parties for normal people, or would there be like, strange party activities?
No, I was thinking kind of like, every teen movie where it's like, okay, our parents are out of town. We're going to throw a rager at our party. It's like, no, you can't do that. We're going to get caught. And they have that whole conversation. It's, yeah, fuck you.
Just the one kid who's like, he's like 13, but he's like a gas station attendant with like balding. He's like balding on top. You can't do that. We're going to get caught. He's got a little name tag on his jumpsuit, oil stains.
And, like in the master bedroom, it's like, young adults having that conversation of like, no, I'm not ready. And he's just like pounding on the window trying to get their attention. And like, then they start going further, and he's like, well, I got to get away from this window.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And if
Stop
there's like
porking and take this pizza.
If there's no windows or doors, then like there'd be a bunch of lewd activity, and then the police had reason to enter because it's basically like being
Abysmii, come on.
Underage drinking. Hello, underage drinking. It's my old nemesis, underage drinking.
Oh, the underage drinker.
It's just a kid's voice.
What are you gonna do? Hit me? Oh,
I know what's in your brown paper bag.
It's just some marshmallows.
Just some
marshmallow vodka.
It just pours clear liquid into mouth.
It's the same 13-year-old kid from the gas station.
God damn it. Oh, fuck.
So stupid. Where are you getting your supply from? My manager looks the other way.
Guy goes to a window in the mansion, looks in. There's a guy sitting there reading a newspaper. Suddenly, a red phone goes off. He picks it up. Yes, Commissioner. And then he goes down a hidden pole behind the bookcase. It's like, okay.
I have a silly idea. What about a guy who's trying to deliver a pizza to the White House, but he's not on the list?
And so he gets shot.
So he has to find a way into the White House.
And it's not like any pizza. Like, it's like the pizza from the place that they just.
And the president really wants it, but the Secret Service just aren't listening to him.
The president sent the person who was delivering the pizza a TikTok-gram or something of just like, hey, I know you're going to deliver that pizza real nice and good. And the delivery person was just like showing the phone of like, hey, look, this is the president telling me right now to go deliver it.
Right,
nice deep
right.
fake. Nice, sure.
And so he has to find a way to parkour up the side of the White House with the pizza.
It just turns into Mirror's Edge.
What pizza?
And you can call this movie "In God We Trust." Anyway.
Oh, okay. Abysmii, tell us where you would a weird place for you to deliver a pizza to. We have all had weird pizza delivery stories. You do one.
The hospital.
I have a pizza for a Mr. Weatherby. That can't be. Mr. Weatherby died 3 hours ago. Bum, bum, bum.
The last thing he did, he ordered Uber Eats. He died before it arrived.
Slow Uber, yeah.
Okay, so the delivery person is like in the parking lot, disappointed. Oh my God, I couldn't get this pizza. It was his dying wish, and I couldn't get the pizza to him in time. I'm just going to eat my sorrows away. Starts eating the pizza. Gets a text that's like, "Where the fuck is my pizza?"
God damn it.
Papreeka.
The cruel irony.
The man is still alive, and now he has to escape the hospital. He was eating it in the waiting room, and he has to escape the hospital. The ghost is coming after him for eating his pizza.
Wait a minute, this is just the plot to Outlast.
Well,
Oh my god.
Same exact thing.
it's not
very close.
the plot to Outlast.
Oh god.
I know. I would have enjoyed
that's a
Outlast
J.
more.
That's a Sony J Station video. It's just like, I delivered pizza to Outlast at 3 a.m. and this is what happened.
Delivered pizza to Outlast.
Yeah. Outlast Steakhouse.
Yeah, where's the DLC where you're the pizza delivery guy and not like some reporter? That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be if they had any creativity at all. Instead, wasn't the second game just the first game again, but like in a different location? Or, am I correct?
It can't be too hard to like mod out the camera in the game and just have you carrying a pizza in one hand the entire time.
That'd be
You're just
great.
going up and down a ladder with a pizza in your hand, going across scaffolding and like jumping around.
When you need two hands shown, you just have two hands and a hand with the pizza. Whatever,
pizza.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
But so what is it? Do we have a story we're reading?
Yeah, let's do the story.
Do a story.
Is it a story where the wife gives away their best like pizza roller, and the husband gives away his best pizza pan in order to get a pizza that they can't cook?
Oh.
They don't have the stuff for it now.
They're trying to buy an oven. I gave away my pizza recipe. I gave away our pizza pan. Oh no.
I gave away our pizza oven. Wait a minute.
I gave away our offensive, stereotypical Italian accents. Oh, Mama will never be able to talk with that inflection ever again.
No.
Tragedy.
What's this post you removed, Abysmii, with the binary code? What does it say?
I didn't read it because I don't care. Because they spammed 3 of them in a row, and I'm like, that's not how you do this.
All right, let's convert binary. Let's see what somebody posted on the Creepypasta wiki, or Creepypasta fucking Reddit. What the hell?
Yeah, I thought it was on Scary Stories. It wasn't even on that.
Uh-oh. It says, one important death 2023. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
So, let us know in the comments what weird mansion creepypasta story you have in mind.
Would it be called Weird Mansion?
Weird Mansion? Yeah, welcome to the 12est Weird Mansions I've delivered pizza to. I'm pretty much writing that at the moment.
Wait a minute. Can you... Okay, title of the episode. The 12est Weird Mansions.
12 is weirdest mansions that I've delivered pizza to that
totally exist that we're making up right now.
That we're making up right now.
This one is the 12est out of all of them. So it's number 5.
The 12th mansions you don't want to go to.
Goddamn. So, Happy House Hill. Already triggering my dyslexia because I just don't think of that as a title.
Mm-hmm.
When you say Happy Hill House, or it's just a weird series of words. Triple H. Anyway, it's Triple H. We're going to read
Halloween from Hill House. Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a marvelous house on a modest hill at the edge of a quaint little town.
Aww.
The happy house was a good house in the middle of the street. It loved to make people happy, but it always knew that people who would come to live within its walls would leave eventually. It struggled to understand the human mind. It made the happy house sad to think about how lonely it would be without a family, as it wondered. So we have an inanimate object, a house that is like sentient and thinking, already in love with the idea.
And it sort of is written sort of almost like a children's fairy tale, but then it'll take a dark turn when it decides not to let a family out and they die inside.
Yeah, I mean, very simple.
Probably.
Very simple, like fairy tale type story, but I like it.
It doesn't understand humans, so like it could be killing them at any point.
Yeah, the house is just the person playing Sims.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently this won pasta of the month.
What does that mean anymore?
Nothing.
Nothing, but
I won it. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon could win.
I want it. Go read my story. It's terrible.
I the only time I submitted the story to the Creepypasta wiki, it didn't win pasta of the month, but it was because they weren't. I don't think they were doing the contest at the moment. But I submitted one story to it, and I'm just like, all right, I put a lot of work into this, and
Whatever.
Oh well.
Yeah. Nah. Depends on the pasta.
Listen, we're too busy trying to hunt movie deals and go to conventions and start conventions. And
Too busy selling all your merchandise.
Why do people leave? Where do they go? I make them happy, but end up alone. So the house has a little
Can we
sonnet.
read the story?
The house speaks in couplets. The happy house was overjoyed. A family had arrived, a daughter, a mother, and a father. They had a small dog with them as well. The happy house didn't like animals very much. They never seemed to like the happy house either, regardless of what the happy house did. It liked that the dog made the family happy.
The dog made the family happy.
Ein doggy making the family happy. What the fuck? What kind of show is this?
And that was enough. The happy house thought that maybe it had something in common with the dog in that regard.
Wouldn't that be creepy if you just turn on a public access show and it's a weird, eccentric German guy just clips of things that are absolutely normal, but he's saying it in like a sexual way?
This house makes me happy.
Ein doggy making the family so happy.
It's like watching other people's home videos and just being creepy about it. Yeah, that'd be
watch
fun.
that. That sounds fun.
Oh no, I hope the horse doesn't buck. What? Okay. The happy house noted that the family seemed to want to change things on its insides. Oh, haven't we all been there? Some of it tickled, but a lot of it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just back to DeSantis. It didn't want the family to leave, so it put up with about as much as it could until it realized they were getting closer and closer to its heart.
And that one photo where he's like looks like he's apologizing at a podium, it really does look like, listen, I promise I did it. I did 3 enema deep cleans. I didn't expect there to be an accident on this go. That turd was just packed in there real tight. And
she's angry about it too.
Yeah.
In the background, she's not happy.
She's
She
just
steps
like,
up
I told him to do it. I told him to do it twice. I know he did it once. He's saying he did it twice, but I know he did it once.
She steps up to the mic and the mic squeals and she just taps it a bit and she looks at the crowd like left and right and she goes, "This is why he's called Governor Piggy." And then she backs out again. Because he's a dirty little piggy. The heart was a dark, moist room hidden behind the kitchen. Yeah. It was always warm, but filled with strange devices and machinery. It was the happy house's absolute favorite spot for humans to visit, but it was also the part that was seriously at risk of injury. Okay.
Dark, moist room.
Somebody's like taking you, like, hey, let's do a little apartment tour. Our Tender day went well. Over there is where the moist room is. You're not allowed in there.
Is the heart the laundry room?
Dark, moist room. No.
The laundry room of the heart.
Like, you shouldn't have a moist room, number one, because that's how you get fucking black mold.
Yeah, it's a black mold room.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're growing it, then, that's fine.
To sell.
And it's always good when people come to visit in the mold room.
Yes, here at the Montclair Moldery, we sell all types of mold, including black mold, slime mold.
Listen,
Round
we're going
mold,
to...
horse mold, wood mold.
Ladder back mold. Okay, I think it's
Jello mold.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
If someone changed my big happy heart, perhaps then again the sadness would start.
So that's the room where all the dead bodies are or something, guessing.
Okay,
The
yeah.
happy house winced in fear at the idea. It knew children were normally capable of less destruction, so it had a plan for its own preservation. Yes.
What?
There will be only one who will let...
It's going to keep the children as pets and get rid of the adults.
Okay.
Okay. There will be only one who I'll let inside. For daughter alone, again, heart opens wide. My
Get
heart
wrecked. Get wrecked, Paprika. You said,
Wait,
the
what?
children. It's only going to be one.
So,
Well,
DP,
okay, this is poltergeist.
Owned. L.
DP, is this exactly what you said to DP's parents when you asked for her hand in marriage?
This was your vow. Chelsea has this like deeply thought out, like a minute and a half long vow, and you're like, there will be only one who I'll let inside.
For daughter alone, my heart
Figure out
opens
my
wide.
riddle. Tickle the side. I don't know.
I would like to DP has prepared his vows.
Tickle the
It's a
hide.
riddle.
God damn it.
DP has prepared his own vows, and then it's just like Eminem comes on. I sit back with this pack. It's exact in this pack.
God damn it. DP has prepared his own vows. He takes out like this huge like manuscript, tons of papers, looks through it. I eat chips. Just throws them in the air.
I eat chips often. Yeah. Often I eat chips, and it just goes on and on.
I eat turns page chips.
Late in the night, as the daughters was sleeping, the happy house noticed something concerning. The parents were awake in their room, panting and moaning, struggling to situate themselves properly. Struggling and moaning here, trying to get out of these ropes, struggling to sleep. The happy house knew it had to stop whatever was happening for them.
We just
this
go
obviously
ahead?
Could make them happy.
For hypothetically, can we just assume that it's DeSantis' family?
Yeah. I like the idea though, where it's like, and now presenting the vaudeville act of struggling and moaning, and you just see like the curtains ruffling and like the bodies like turned up and the like twisted around.
Oh, that's amazing!
I'll be out here any minute.
There's just like a huge sign that has like both of their faces, and they're like back to back with their arms crossed, and they're in vaudeville outfits, and the sign is just kind of like shaking as they're struggling behind the curtains. It just goes on like that for an hour, and then just as you're leaving, you get a refund.
There's like an intermission halfway through. Everybody goes and gets refreshments. They come back, and the people are just slightly in a different spot behind the curtains, like they've moved about 2 inches from where they were before, still struggling.
Oh my lord!
Oh look! Struggling is a little bit more to the left. Yeah, and moaning's a bit to the right. Oh. What a change of pace.
The people having the CX. And the house doesn't understand
it. That's not what's happening. They're panting and moaning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're just having restless sleep.
No.
Maybe their dog just won't be comfortable on the bed.
Struggling and moaning are very jealous of the fact that panting and moaning is a much hotter duo, and their shows sell better. Because it's just like boobs struggling against the curtain instead.
It's the exact same act, but 2 women.
Yeah. These talentless hacks took everything from us.
It's just a bunch of tits on stage. I don't get it.
We come from a traditional Swedish struggling and moaning act, and we know the history of it all, and these women are just going out there without understanding the fandom.
Oh, God. The fandom. They don't know anything about the struggling and moaning cinematic universe. The SMCU.
Oh, God.
I know the way to help them relax. The shelf shall fall, swift as an axe. No sooner did the happy house come up with the idea than the shelf fell, connecting with the father's head, putting him instantly to sleep. The mother seemed ecstatic. She screamed with joy and hopped out of the bed. She hurried to the phone and began to contact someone. It's obvious that she was so thrilled she had to share the news. The father never had trouble sleeping again. For several weeks, the happy house was so thrilled. The mother and daughter rarely left. The father didn't do much. He had plenty of strange beeping machines around him now.
Oh, God, he had to work from home.
Yeah.
The sex was that good, huh?
He was always so shellfish in bed.
Wow. Until he got his comeuppance.
Exactly.
Hey.
All right, so I read out of order last time.
Santa's been a bad boy, needs to get his comeuppance.
Is it my turn?
No.
Yeah, I was out of order last time.
Is it always my turn? Whose turn is it?
That's Slimebeast's turn. Then it's you.
All right. If you want to change up the way he's been doing it. He really likes sleeping. I've truly... Wait, I thought it said I'm truly excited. I've truly excelled. I've never seen someone sleep half as well. The happy house praised itself and patted itself on the back like a piece of shit. It was worried that it had done something wrong at first, because the mother, daughter, and sleepy father all left in a strange white vehicle. But they came back and things have never been happier.
So the house likes it when the people are there all the time.
Yeah.
It's not very well established what the house likes. It likes it when people are there, but don't go into the dark, moist room, and also doesn't understand people at all.
Yeah.
So
trying to understand what the house's desires are is trying to understand why a person has a foot fetish. It's like, do you like being degraded, or is it like a smell thing or a power thing? What's going on with you? Because there's something off with you, and I can't put my finger on it.
Or your toe.
I can put my foot on it.
Yeah.
Hey.
The daughter had found the entrance to the heart shortly after they returned. She certainly liked to spend time there, and this pleased the happy house to no end. Ew. She'd often crawl into the lower cabinet beside the fridge. Happy House would gently shift the walls and let her in. He could tell she felt safe there.
Oh, so it's like not a place you can actually access unless the house wants you to.
Okay.
Unless you knock out a wall, maybe.
Yeah.
Houses
Is this the gasoline room?
Everybody, welcome to the kids just let in there. It's like, okay, little girl, welcome to the gasoline party room. It's a house party filled up with gasoline. I don't know.
You require 1 pizza for entry.
It's the prelude to fire camping.
It really is the prelude to fire camping. Okay, kids, come into the Fernatorium. It's such a fun place. It's like a gymnasium, but you catch on fire.
We gotta fund the Fernatorium.
God damn it.
Mr. Trump, that's not a thing. I know, I'm building one. It's the best ever.
We're gonna put a Fernatorium on the border. We're gonna go in, they don't come out.
We're building a space force. We're gonna have jets that go out into space, spacecrafts that have infernatoriums in them, just in case they find life, they can infernate it out there. With the father enjoying his rest so much, the daughter and mother went to see him less and less. They must have been worried about interrupting his deep sleep. It was very blissful for the happy house, as it felt the father's dreams. It saw many strange things, but mainly the family being together. It didn't like that they weren't in the happy house in these dreams, but it was slowly working on trying to fix that too. So the happy house has some weird motives.
Yeah.
So will the happy house be happy if they are all buried in the house?
Maybe.
They're all all their souls have to be interred there or something. I don't know. Today's a sad day. I feel like I'll cry. The father alone still remains inside. The daughter and dog went for a walk. The dog ran away and gave her a shock. Normally, the happy house wouldn't have been terribly concerned about the dog, but it had caused the mother and daughter to leave in search of it. They had been gone all day. The happy house knew it had to do something to bring them back, but it couldn't think of what. As the hours passed, it dawned on it.
See, this is the thing. The mother kept telling the daughter that's not how you put the shock collar on the dog. Give her a shock. So you want me to read?
Yeah.
But I thought it always went DP, girl DP, Abysmii, girl Abysmii, and then me.
But
sure,
then you
whatever.
kept reading.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You read over a woman because I guess you just don't think
Shameful.
women should speak.
Yeah, no.
During Women's Month.
I'm
Shameful.
too tired to argue, so I'll just sit in my place right now.
All right. Normally, as the hours passed, it dawned on it. It truly is rude to interrupt rest, but waking him now would be for the best. The father rose, confused and weary and angry. He had a strange vacancy in his thoughts. The happy house had never been this connected to a human before. It was truly a delight to know their mind. It bade the father to go outside and look for the place where the dog's gone to hide. It didn't take long for the father to find the dog. It grabbed it tightly. He grabbed it tightly by the collar. The dog began barking loudly. The happy house knew the animal was causing far too much distress for the poor family, so he had to get rid of it. As the father gripped tighter, trying to stifle the dog's barks and whimpers, the happy house saw the mother and daughter running over. The dog slipped free, to the father's surprise, and ran off into the surrounding trees before his eyes. Brian, the whole thing, come on.
This is very much so like the movie Rubber, if anybody's seen that.
That's the one about the condom? Yeah.
Almost.
It's a movie about a sentient tire that just blows things up, and it seems to be like a non sequitur, but you keep watching and it just kind of makes sense.
It's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and this is kind of doing a similar thing where it's explicitly telling you what the motive of the monster is. But I like that it's a monster house. I think that's pretty cool. I like that its powers are kind of well explained. I'm not confused by what it can and can't do.
Mm-hmm.
But what about at the end where there's a subversion, and it's it turns out it was a dollhouse the whole time? I don't know.
Sure. I'll take it.
They could be little Polly Pockets. Could be a Twilight Zone episode.
My name's Rod Serling.
You don't know what's going on.
You don't know how this will end.
Look, you're so stupid. Like, okay, if they had written like it had never existed and they made it today, it would be those fucking stupid ass YouTube videos of like 25 things you missed because you're a dumb idiot. Like, it would just be completely abusive towards audience.
Hey everybody, MatPat here. Are the people in tonight's story actually toys? Let's find out. Fuck, you just ruined. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Got paid.
The daughter was all too happy to greet the father and hopped into his arm. This is exactly as it should be. The dog's better too, having been freed. I liked the voice you did. Never mind. Everything seems to be coming back into place.
Damn, I almost got a compliment. Fuck.
I like that voice you screw it.
It was the voice, the guy from I know who's
Hatter voice.
Yeah, who's that actor?
That's my normal voice.
I don't know.
This is exactly as it should be. Yeah, I can't do it. Not even close.
Sound like Mr. Burns. This is exactly as it should be, Smithers.
Everything seems to be coming back into place for the happy house, but it noticed the mother hadn't greeted the father yet. Instead, she looked off in the distance to where the dog had run. For some strange reason, the happy house could see something through the father's eyes, something it couldn't see on its own. The mother was not happy. She was concerned.
Ah, damn it. You woke up from that coma.
Time to drop a shelf onto that bitch, right? Am I right?
You know, it's also kind of a little bit of The Shining, because like The Shining, there's something in there, and it's possessing the father to, be abusive and not be a good person.
So basically it's trying to fix people the same way you fix Nintendo cartridges.
Blowing them?
Yeah.
Blowing them and hit them really hard.
If somebody can fix you by blowing you, then they deserve a medical degree for that.
By the way, can we all address the fact that when we were kids playing games on our consoles, which I assume all of us have that shared, history. There would be those points where you'd be like, this game cheats, and you'd like turn it off and be like mad because it, did something or whatever. And if you ever talked to anybody else about that or had anybody over or whatever, they'd be like, it doesn't cheat, you're just bad at it or whatever. But now you look at like YouTube videos where they're like, the worst games for the Nintendo. It's like, this game actually would make you lose every so often just by random, and you're like, it fucking cheated. I knew it. I knew that game cheated.
You son of a bitch.
I think a lot of people who play fighting games have been like gaslit from an early age by playing Street Fighter 2, because you would play against another person and you would whip the other person's ass, and it's like, I think I'm pretty competent at this. And then you would play against a bot, which would just read your inputs and know what you're going to do before the animation comes out. And so it's just like, oh my god, I was drilling down the basics of this game, but the game was fucking cheating me over by reading my inputs.
Tiger uppercutting me all into the fucking metaverse. That should be like the new phrase, like when you get the shit beat out of you, it's like, God, that guy kicked my ass right into the metaverse. What?
It should just be like hell. Like that's what we call hell now. Metaverse.
All right, who's doing what?
DP?
DP. Time went on, and Tylenol here for time went on, and the daughter was happy. The mother seemed happy too for a while. It was strange though. Now that the happy house could connect with the father, everything seemed different through his eyes. The happy house could tell the father what to feel. So he was usually happy, but for some reason, he had strange desires that the happy house couldn't quell.
Is the happy house going to have to sleep with the mother through the daughter?
The daughter?
Wait, what?
The mother fuck. Cut that out.
That was actually the alternate title of this story, The Motherfuck.
Motherfuck.
Well, sometimes, I don't know if you guys know
Have you
this.
ever really wanted to fuck a house?
Some people do.
Is that your
like mini
fetish?
houses, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, the setting is part of the situation. That can't be discounted.
Mm-hmm.
You have to Marie Kondo and like bow in front of your bed. It's like, and thank you for bed for supporting all of those thrusts.
If you have the house that's like too big, like a mansion or something, you're not going to be able to please that though.
No.
Gotta run around up and down stairs.
You're literally throwing your hot dog down a hallway.
More hot dogs.
Just stand there in a hallway and thrust.
Bigger hot dogs. I had to go to the store. No. Pick up the hot dogs and throw them back.
Damn it.
I tried
I'm into
delivering.
this.
I tried
Throw the hot dogs around.
I tried delivering pizza to the hot dog hut, and it took me inside, and I found out it's a hot dog mansion on the inside, and now it's enslaved me, and I have to bring in hot dogs or it's going to kill my family.
See, that's a good rule story.
There you go.
A lot better.
Sure. I have to keep getting all of the hot dogs and putting them down the hot dog hole in the basement.
Hot dog hole.
Hot dog hole.
And a voice just speaks up, a glowing voice through the hole, and it's just like, this pleases the hot dog house.
And your main character is really sad because he's vegan.
Yeah, he's fucked up about it, yeah.
Tries throwing down vegetarian hot dogs that come back up.
No.
How dare you?
This displeases the hot dog hole.
Pizza Hatch sequel, hot dog hole. Come on.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, God.
I like the idea, though. Okay, DP, here's an idea for your mansion series, okay?
Okay.
Guy delivers a pizza to a mansion, and inside the mansion is a party of people from all other pizza restaurants. See where you can go with that.
It's like, oh, God, I don't want to talk to Papa John's. He's going to say something.
He's going to say the word again. And
some sort of like pizza convention where they're all comparing pizzas.
Yeah,
the pizza Illuminati.
It's like, we got Pizza Hut over here. Pizza Hut being connected to all like KFC and all these other brands. Yeah, fucking Pizza Hut thinks they're a hot shot because of their network.
Don't trust them.
You get this guy delivering a pizza, and he's called to this big mansion on this big property that's like a huge estate, like a gated gated property. And he goes up to the gate and he like rings the little bell, and they said, "Just leave the pizza by the gate." And so he puts the pizza by the gate, and the cops roll up. "We got him, boys!" And they drag him away. We got the guy from created Pizzagate.
If Papa John's wanted to get rid of their racist association now, how come they didn't rebrand themselves to Papa Juan?
Yeah,
it would have been easy.
Or Papa Wong.
Either
way.
Yeah, both work.
But why are they donating to the racist association anyway? I don't get it.
I know it doesn't. Yeah,
get rid of the racist association. I'll never leave the RA.
Just put that on the pizza. It's just like, you have to be clear with your messaging.
You do.
Where are we at?
Not for you, racists.
10% of every Papa John's you purchase, the proceeds go to the Racist Association. Oh, no.
It's a misprint. It's supposed to be like, they're just like Racist Association bill. You let it go to print. That's printed on all the boxes now. It doesn't explain what the association is.
And this cost half our budget, so we have to use these boxes.
It makes it look.
We run out.
This is like that poster, like that common wording that was going around of meeting tonight for sexual assault and supporters.
Yes. Oh Lord. Typography people.
Wasn't that another Pasta of the Month winner, the typography people?
Probably.
They're in my house, correcting the spelling on everything. My love sign now has commas.
Oh, God. One day the mother made it clear that she wanted to live elsewhere. She wasn't happy in the house. The images of the mother and father tossing and turning on the night of the father's long sleep came into its mind. Oh, God, please tell me I'm not right. What can I do? I've given so much. Maybe she misses the father's old penis touch. The father began to have a strange sort of okay, yeah, we're doing this. Began to have a strange sort of excitement. Perhaps she felt the same way. It made the father head to the bedroom where the mother was packing her things. Grab the mother. She needs your love. If she tries to resist, just give her a shove.
Okay, these are just Toby Keith lyrics.
Oh, God. You know what? The story is doing something rather disturbing, and that is rare these days for Creepypasta.
Yeah, because of the woke agenda, nobody writes real creepypastas anymore. I would say that it is good for stories to do dark things like this. I'm happy with this. It's a terrible thing, and it's making us all uncomfortable. But that's something that we need to confront, and I like confronting that more in the fictional world, because it doesn't feel as exploitative of like real victims like the true stuff does. Where it's like, I don't like that you're doing that and then getting money off of it.
We dumped $50 billion into the Dahmer series. Why?
We're supporters of the Dahmer Association.
Seriously.
What?
Yeah, it's really tone deaf messaging.
The father mindlessly obeyed.
The father mindlessly obeyed.
My father was controlled by a house.
You want to know how I got these scars? My father.
You want to know how?
House.
You want to know how I got this rotator cuff injury? My father yanked me too hard.
You want to know how I lost my appendix? My appendix burst.
Because I drank too much Coca-Cola.
God damn it. Do you want to know how I got these Heelys? My Heelys.
I stole them from a
They're
store.
mine.
You want to know how I can ride this bike with no handlebars?
No handlebars. No
No
handlebars.
handlebars. Oh God! Somebody should do a full production of that entire song. And I can end the world. And the father mindlessly obeyed. He pushed her onto the bed as she yelled and wriggled about. I'm
Yelling and wriggling about
is not
here.
going to get what to do though. Go ahead. What now?
Yelling and wriggling about. It's just, you got the curtains and they're like a little bit of wiggling, and then just two people in sacks that cover their bodies come wiggling out.
We have the greatest lineup for like public access television. Keep coming up with this demented shit.
That sounds like
Is public access television still a thing? Do people still use that?
Geriatrics? I don't know.
yes.
I suppose you could just do whatever you want on YouTube.
What is the fucking show with the dude? You remember?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was
the one where he's
it
like,
was
"Let
called
me in."
Bob Ross.
He's like, let me in, and I have a guy named Hannibal here.
Eric Andre.
Eric Andre. That sounds like an Eric Andre sketch where he's like, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our special guests," and then they just drop two like bodies in sacks.
Yeah, that's
Look at him
very
go.
on brand.
Sorry, what?
That's very on brand.
I do like Eric Andre and where he's at, because he does bring that horror into the comedy and like the uncomfortableness.
Mhm.
But I feel like if I would like it if he just did a season where he brought on people who would like be in for a scare and just do really weird shit like that, just for an entire season where the set's haunted or something.
That would be cool, yeah.
Welcome to the show. You're in for a scare. The happy house felt strange. Through its own eyes, it could see that she was happy, screaming in joy. When it looked again through the father's eyes, it felt wrong and disturbing. He pushed her head against the backboard, I think you mean headboard, a few times, until she settled down. Get it? See? This is the right way. I'm starting to learn. I feel both their hearts. For each other they yearn. Okay.
Damn.
So it thinks it's right and the dad is wrong?
No, it thinks it's right. That's
Remember that it thinks what the parents were doing was just like being restless in bed and everything. So it's
Yeah.
Right.
like, we'll both get in bed and then I'll beat
It
your head against the
felt
wall. That's what we were
Yeah,
doing,
but no,
right?
it's just the use of the wording, right? So it felt wrong and disturbing. It wasn't that it was wrong and disturbing. So the wording that they chose kind of shows that it's choosing its own perspective.
The question is, like, does the happy house recognize those emotions, or is it like a god narrator recognizing those emotions?
good question.
Double take that picture of that dude sitting at that folding table and change the sign to read, "You are a house, prove me wrong."
I love gaslighting memes like that. It's just like, prove me otherwise, bitch.
You read the stanza thing?
Yes. That's me, Tony Stanza.
Yep, yeah.
Tony Stanza, stanza reader. Is that your business card?
Yes.
The happy house relinquished its hold on the father, hoping simply to spectate.
Holding him.
It couldn't
Like
help
Ron
but
DeSantis.
notice. The daughter had quickly run off to the cabinet and was entering the heart. She must be so happy her parents are reuniting. So he had said earlier that it could tell she felt safe there. I mean, she does keep going back, so maybe she does actually feel safe there. It's hard to say.
That or there's candy.
The father stood blankly over the bruised, naked mother on the bed.
He's just like Slender Man. He's standing there blankly.
Standing there. He was unsure of what to do next without the happy house. How could he know? Suddenly, the mother rolled off the bed and started running down the stairs. She was yelling something to the daughter. She wanted the both of them to leave.
Who wants ice cream?
Disneyland.
The daughter was slowly crawling out of the cabinet, heading towards the mother. You can't let them go. Use all of your might. Don't leave me alone. It just isn't right.
How fucked up would that be to have your panic phrase be Disneyland? You train your kids to be terrified when someone screams Disneyland.
Disneyland!
How was your
Disneyland. Everybody get your things and run.
How was your summer? What'd you do? Oh, my family and I went to Disneyland. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, are you okay? It's awful. What? Well, it wasn't that bad. Maybe a bit crowded, but
Oh my!
That's a disturbing thing. There's like a person being programmed to freak out every time they hear about Disneyland from a young age,
yeah.
and they just blank out and like believe themselves to be like a CIA sleeper agent or something.
Dude, you could okay.
Don't send them to Disneyland. They'll be going off and on people all day.
One thing, okay, so I know that parents, actually do this shit where a kid will be like, they'll see like one of those mechanical toys you ride on at the supermarket or something like that, and it'll be like 25 cents or 50 cents or whatever, and the parent will say, "Oh, it's broken." The kid will be like, "Oh," and it's not really. What if you had something where the kid wants to go to some park, and so the parent comes up with some horrifying, really terrible thing that why they can't go there.
Parents totally do that. They totally fucking do that shit.
Yeah, and like you read a story like that, and you have whatever payoff. Person saying, I realize now that was just a way to scare me out of going. So I went to the park this month and blah 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 blah. And
now I'm dead.
Exact thing happens.
and that's how I found out that Pizzagate really is at Disney World, and they have tunnels connecting all of the Disneylands and an underground hollow Earth magnosphere.
And that's how I figured out my destiny was to be a pizza delivery man the entire time.
Exactly.
Is there a Fallout game where you go to something that looks like Disneyland? Like, is that Vegas isn't really like that?
Probably. Sounds like something they do.
Because
Disney, yeah.
There should be a fucking vault that just is like under Disneyland, and it's got a bunch of tunnels.
So everyone knows about the utilidors, but then nobody knows about the you don't tell-adors.
Everybody knows about Mickey Mouse's deep, moist place.
No. I don't want to know about that.
What they don't tell you is everybody knows about the frozen head of Walt Disney, but there's a place even further down that's the severed beating heart of Mickey Mouse torn apart from the rest of his body.
Yep.
And it's still beating.
From the same lands they found the Oompa Loompas, and he was real all along.
And that's why all the Oompa Loompas had to be murdered.
Yep. They knew too much.
I am an urban explorer, and I found a second set of tunnels beneath Disney World that are filled with sewage. Yeah.
They just keep going.
So many half-eaten Mickey Mouse-shaped donuts down there. It was a feast.
So many condoms. I don't get it.
Donald Duck condoms. Why Donald Duck? I don't know.
Condoms and donuts and condom donuts.
Okay, no, you have to get the goofy condoms.
What if, okay, you know that Junji Ito thing, This Hole Was Made For Me?
Yeah.
You have that, but it's with corkscrew condoms.
God.
What slang do you think Goofy would use for condoms?
Ooh,
What do you say, Jimmy hats? Maxie. If you're really thinking of going for it, you got to use a Jimmy hat.
Now, Maxie, if you're going to have sexual relations with a girl, you need to wear a maxi catcher. You don't want to have a maxi.
If it's a Jimmy hat, then it has to look like Jiminy Cricket.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
No, I thought it just had the reservoir tip, like the little toboggan that he puts on in Goofy movie.
It has the two buck teeth on the end.
Max, you remember the greatest catch? Do it in bed.
God damn it.
It's tooth for her pleasure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We've all seen the cock animation, right?
No.
Of Goofy.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Goof. It's okay. I want you to. It's almost like the same voice, but whatever.
I haven't seen this. You need to link this.
Okay. We'll watch it at the end or whatever.
Sure.
And put it in the description.
Now, Maxie, if you're gonna put your ya-ha-ha in her hooey.
Where the fuck are we at?
Oh God,
no.
With the Happy House's command once more filling the father's thoughts, he swiftly went to the closet in the hallway, removing an axe. He stormed down the shining stairs towards the shining mother face in the shining kitchen.
Shining mother face. Oh, shining mother face.
Listen here, you shining mother face.
Oh,
by the way,
that's such a TV dub of an action movie. You shining mother face.
God damn it. Yeah, I could see Bruce Willis saying that.
He says that line. It's just like, you shining mother face, and it doesn't match the lip flaps at all. And then it cuts to a person's head exploding from a 45 caliber, and there's just guts everywhere. It's like,
yep.
Child approved. Oh my lord! She reached for her shining daughter's arm, but the father's shining axe was too quick. It had been firmly planted in the mother's skull, handle protruding outwards as if lodged in a stump.
Or a skull.
The happy house could no longer feel her at all. The daughter, you'd ever just have something living inside you, and then it dies, and you can't feel it anymore.
Yeah, that's
I had a tapeworm once.
A tube worm, you said?
I've named it Larry.
A tapeworm? No, I'm kidding, but maybe. You don't know.
Don't sleep with her. She totally has tapeworm. It's such a good put down. The daughter screamed, tears running down her face, knees weak. She turned back to the kitchen and fled to the heart. The happy house, for the first time, could tell the daughter was scared. It could feel the terrible flood of negative emotions sympathetically through the father.
Did you guys hear about how the metaverse thing came to be, by the way?
Zuckerberg wanted to fight to win the AR technology race.
It was supposed to be like Zoom with avatars,
right?
Or Skype with avatars, so that people during COVID and people doing business meetings and people working from home could be like in real space with each other for like business meetings. But the investors were like, "Oh my God, virtual reality with avatars? Has anyone done this before? Oh, put a lot of money into this." It's like, everybody has done this. What the fuck are you talking about?
Did you see that, like, no shit documents leaked or whatever? They came out. I can't remember. But anyway, it legitimately had like 30 people on the metaverse, like Zoom thing in the world at a time. In the world, okay?
One of them was Mark Zuckerberg.
The smart money would just be like, hey, just buy out VR chat. Just buy it.
Yeah.
And
it already exists.
Fuck that, buy Second Life.
But they want, but either or, really. I mean, both would become competitive at that point. But like, if you just throw that investment in, then you would actually own the thing and you could do it. But now you're just like starting from scratch. It's just so behind the eight ball.
Crazy to me because this is kind of a thing that everybody wants, and I just don't understand how they fucked it up so badly.
Because it's Facebook.
Plus, it was like a money grab, I guess. Like, they just rooked investors, really.
Well, not only, I mean, like, companies would use it if it was usable. So, I mean, that means they didn't have anything. So, I don't know what's going on there. I haven't looked into it.
I've yet to be in a fucking meeting where I'm like, man, I really wish I had an avatar. Like, no, I want to get this meeting over and leave. Like, I don't care.
Well,
Abysmii is in the meeting and he's like, I'm not a cat.
Listen here, sir. I am not a cat.
I don't know how to turn this off.
No, but like,
there's got to be like a femboy animation.
If you could if you could like legit have, if you're a technician and an engineer could be there and go, no, turn that screw, then you're saving a lot of time and companies want that. So that's all I'm trying to say. And it's a lot easier to be like present and explain that shit than try and explain it like. But
then you would need to render out like the scene they're in too.
My point is,
what's the avatar gonna fucking point at?
A 3D model of whatever the technician's working on.
Yeah, dumbass.
Okay, well that's a lot more than the metaverse.
Not really.
That's a lot more than what they were planning. It was just like virtual meeting rooms and shit.
No. Facebook has already mapped out the entire world with echolocation. They know what's happening at every room inside of every.
They have a fleet of dolphins assisting them.
They just have a whole bunch of people running around screaming, and they're just collecting the noise.
Instead of like the Google cars that are like mapping everything for Google Maps, it's just people going. Ah!
It's just like maximum high speed bikers just pedaling really hard.
Maximum high speed bikers, by the way, my favorite 90s cartoon.
Oh boy, who Mother is gone.
I do like the idea though of this is another story idea for whoever wants it of somebody who's like a personal assistant or whatever in the VR world, and like you said, trying to teach somebody how to fix something or whatever. But it's somebody who's like like a fitness trainer or guru or something, or yoga instructor who's like, now take 3 steps left and 5 steps right, and they go out their window and the person's like,
Oh no, VR murder.
Got another one.
Why is it George Bush? Why is it W. Bush just being like,
Now take a step back.
But like
And 2
that's
steps
another
forward.
like good example as to where like if this technology did work, like if it actually worked and people could afford it, like people would fucking use it, especially businesses, because being with a coach would get you to work out more. Like that's a good example.
Like 1984. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the screen. There's like a gun. Anyway. All right. Well, anyway.
Eventually, we're going to get really weird VR services where it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna pay you to watch me sleep. It's
I'm
like,
gonna pay you to hug me while I'm sleeping.
Damn.
No, we can get weirder than that. Let's see.
Something about feet.
Okay. I'm going to pay you. I'm going to eat this ice cream cone, and I'm going to pay you to knock it out of my hand and call me fatty.
I want to pay you to come up with disgusting insults, so I feel really bad about eating this ice cream.
I need to go
I'm still
take a
gonna eat
dump.
it.
I need you to stay here in the bathroom with me and make sure no spiders come down.
I'm going to take a dump. I need you to make sure there's no spiders in the bathroom. Also, I want you to use this specific avatar from Doctor Who. No reason.
now my avatar will represent me and who I am on the inside, which is Princess Peach. But if so help me God, if a spider comes down, and this is VR, I can turn into a Wendigo at a moment's notice that you will not be able to recover from.
That is literally just a short story one title. In the metaverse, I'm Princess Peach, but I turn into a Wendigo whenever I see a spider. Like, what? The fuck?
I love it.
Where are we at?
Why
My
is
mother's
Princess
gone.
Peach watching this person's stuff while they go to the bathroom at the airport?
She's into it.
Princess Peach, she's got nothing else going on. She has everything.
What do you think the mushrooms feed on? I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay.
DP, you need to read the stanza. The mother is
One
gone.
of my duties as a princess is to collect enough manure for the entire kingdom.
Okay.
Hmm.
is gone. As
sad as
it is.
We're back to poop jokes.
Comfort your daughter.
It has come to this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nobody heard that, DP.
What'd you say?
Let DP read.
The mother is gone. Sad as it is. Go comfort your daughter. At least she still lives.
Ooh.
But that's like one of the letters you get in Mario Brothers 3 from Princess Peach. What? My mother is gone. What are you talking about? Holy shit.
You just boot up a Nintendo cartridge and a guy singing and dancing is like, now your mom's dead. Now your mom's dead.
What game is this?
It's a haunted video game.
You start up Sega. Your mom's dead.
Car crash. Bing.
Did I hear that? What?
Your mom is way past dead.
That's not cool.
She's not alive.
Sonic spin dashing your mother into the grave. Like,
Oh my god, Sonic makes such cool noises.
yeah.
Yeah.
The scene cut to a image of my mother in the kitchen. She clutched her chest, and I heard bump 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 bump. People who play Sonic know.
They do.
All my Sonic bros.
No, don't bring them in here, please.
All my Sonnies out there.
We don't need the Sonic fandom.
I
in
never
here.
played Sonic, but like Sonic has a really weird following now.
You guys aren't Bronics? I thought we were all Bronics.
Bronix.
Dr. Bronick.
Dr. Robronic.
Dr.
Oh my god.
I'm obsessed with you, Sonic.
Sonic, I can't get enough of you.
I built all these robots to bring you to me.
Yes. I want to put you in a robot.
Get back in the robot, Sonic. Or else I'll make Ray do it.
Sonic, I can't get an erection unless you're in a robot. Come on. Just in general.
I'm trying to put everybody into robots.
Listen, I watched Alien and the whole like forklift thing, you know, it did it for me.
Listen, Doctor, Disneyland.
Whoa, what do you mean? Anyway.
The father grunted in acknowledgement of the happy house's new command, the first sound of sentience since his coma. With a firm stride, he headed into the kitchen. As the footsteps closed in, nearer and nearer, the daughter scrambled for an escape. She began yanking clusters of wires, clawing at the walls, and pulling at stray pipes. The happy house started to writhe agony here as she damaged the machinery. The foundations began to shake. Stop her now, at any cost. She's harming my heart. Our paradise lost.
Here's a question that I have about this story. How do we feel about using labels like daughter, father, mother, and stuff like that instead of giving like specific names and like a few traits?
It is 2022. This does feel a little dated.
The house doesn't know who these people are.
What if this is a smart house?
Yeah.
And it knows what a mother is because it's programmed to be a mother.
Yeah, there. We just explained everything. You're welcome.
Yeah. I don't know. I do just wish that there was like a little more characterization somehow.
True. It's very
The logic of like, hey, the house doesn't understand, that tracks. I'm not saying that that's not logical. I think that that's just kind of missing an opportunity to flesh out the characters.
But it's also had like other families in it. Does it just not retain anything? It doesn't learn ever. Like this is like Amityville, but on repeat. So
if it can detect that, like, hey, this is a mother, this is a father, this is a daughter, like these kind of like, platonic traditional ideas, then that means that it's learning something about being human. So I don't think that that's too far to like say like, and this this mother was named blah blah blah. This is something about her, but from here on out, I'm going to call them the mother. Like,
excuse me, are you Miss blah blah blah? Yes.
There was like some conversations that they had in there that the house didn't understand that had names in it.
Yeah, they would have called each other by their names. Like the house would have learned this eventually. But
I like the idea of it being like there was the father who was beautiful and had gigantic breasts, and there was the mother who had a long
tall,
beard.
strong mother.
Yeah, and then there was the daughter who was a boy, and like yes, I mean whatever.
Everything that you're describing is just Ron DeSantis' house.
The daughter had a smaller brother as well, and this brother was furry. So
walked on all fours and barked a lot.
Bark, bark, bark. I'm a dog. The boy would say.
The boy said.
The boy said.
The boy sure loved to chase tennis balls and eat out of a bowl.
The boy was feral.
Bark up at dogs.
He's the only one that liked to poop outside exclusively. Very strange.
He was the only one who liked to poop outside when others were looking. The mother liked to too, but not when people were around. What? All right, so is this me?
Yeah.
With no hesitation, the father swung the axe into the wall, releasing the gasoline again and again. He was able to see her through the gap. "Here's Johnny," he screamed. She screamed ever louder, banging on some strange infernal machinery inside. Now here's the thing. The Shining did at its center have the furnace.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
kind of a little, I don't know.
Well, honestly, I was getting like Amityville Horror.
Yeah, but that was like in the basement. Whatever.
The father hacked and hacked. Hacking in. I know how to take care of this daughter.
See, it is a smart house. Gotta hack it.
He puts on sunglasses. There's like a rotation. There's like a panoramic rotation around his head.
Beautiful.
Just 80s synthwave playing.
It's the whole Minority Report thing where he's like Tom Cruise just like throwing things around him.
I remember that movie.
That one
scene. I saw it. I don't remember it.
What movie?
It's all right.
I wasn't listening.
Minority Report.
I watched that again recently.
It's all right.
Okay, so each one of you have a sick stick, which is from Minority Report, for anybody who doesn't know, which is like a taser stick, a cattle prod that makes people throw up when you touch them with it. Who do you use it on? You have one charge. Go.
Ron DeSantis. No.
Ron DeSantis, and you attach it with the strap-on thing. Just touch his butthole, and then it makes him puke out the other side. It makes perfect sense. It's very poetic in a way.
It sounds like a weird.
That'd be a fun thing to do to Putin too.
Whoever the like current poet laureate is, when they're like giving some, they're like reading, some beautiful art or something, just run up. God
damn it. That sounds like some really strange children's story from like the 80s where it's like touch his butthole and he pukes. Like
No. Okay, so like that, I can't believe that never showed up on Totally Spies. It's just like, that's right, girls. It's a sex stick. You just hit people in their stomachs and then they puke. And then like at some point, a villain takes it and makes the girls puke, and it's like, yeah.
Oh no, all over their feet. Oh god.
Oh no.
Really bad. That episode did get released. Lost episode.
The father hacked and hacked. The happy house began to feel weak. Its knees weak. It tried to issue one last command to the father. I'm losing my hold, but I can't let you free. If I lose my strength, you'll be host to me. And so he became houseman. Oh, houseman. Man who thinks he's a house.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Yeah.
This is some dude going around like swallowing household utensils. I have to be all stocked up. I have to be ready for my family.
Okay. So while we try and digest this, it's just like a person who breaks into a house in the middle of the night, and like he's like a robber, and the little boy sees him. It's like, "Are you a robber?" It's like, "No, I'm Mr. Knives. I come to your house and I eat your knives." And he just pulls out a knife and starts swallowing it.
Like
I'm the utensler.
If you tell your parents about me, I'll kill you. Bye now. See you next Tuesday. Comes back at the exact same time. Kid just hears him. He's eating a knife. All right, bye. Then just closes the door behind him.
Glad we have an agreement.
If you come here every night and swallow the knives, why are they there in the morning? Oh, they go right through me, kid. Oh,
I hit myself with a six stick and they come right back out.
It's like Wednesday morning, and he's like up for breakfast before his parents are, and he just hears like a clink into the drawer, and it's just like the knife goes shit down from the ceiling, so he's just up there all the time.
Yeah, ceiling
Just
crawling,
shits it
knife
right
swallowing man.
into the silverware drawer.
The
And he's watching
utensler.
his mom and dad eat with the same silverware.
Ooh.
I'm a lot like Nightcrawler, except I eat knives.
You could call me knife crawler.
Oh Lord, we need to finish this fucking.
You guys come up with really weird shit.
Yeah.
The kid
It's a
is like,
problem.
"Oh, are you
What's up
called
with
knife
that?
crawler?" And he's like, "No, I've been calling myself night knife eater, but that's better. You're right."
Damn.
Damn.
I already had all those fucking t-shirts made. God damn it.
And it's 50% of my budget, so I have to use them.
Sir, why do you have
now
a budget for
Papreeka.
this? Shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna register both domains just to be safe.
Damn it. DoubleMakeKnifeCrawler.com.
Crawling through your house, eating your knives.
Now he's like, what does he come on Christmas? What the fuck?
The anti-Santa. The knife eater.
Now, children, you've heard of Santa Claus, but have you heard about the anti-Santa Claus who's like him in every way but opposite? Yes, he's the knife eater. What? He crawls on the ceiling instead of walking on the ground like Santa does. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Comes into your room at night, shows you a knife that's from the drawer downstairs. It's like, this is a knife that I'm going to eat, but I'm not going to do it in front of you. And he just goes onto the roof, and the kid can just hear the
Up on the rooftop. This is weird shit. Okay, where are we in the story?
The fog is now cleared. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn? I get to go? Wait.
The parents are
There's
like,
fog?
don't worry, Billy, we have a second locked drawer just beneath the top drawer where we keep the knives we use. Those are just knife-eating man knives.
The fog had now cleared. Thoughts had returned. Terrible pictures in his mind burned. Wait, he's rhyming, and it's not in the rhyme scheme thingy thing.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
I don't think that was a mistake. I think that's on
Or
purpose.
the house is taking over.
Exactly. Exactamente. He questioned his brain. Is this all real? He struggled with what and how he should feel. My thoughts are all riddles. Why do I rhyme? The happy house voice then chimed in his mind. What with the last that I am.
I am the
Now
way
we
I
are
say
one.
I am. I'm a house. I'm going to possess a man.
Eminem, the master of rhyming, rhymes am with am.
Am with M. With the last that I am, now we are one. Don't be troubled by what we have done. The man saw his daughter's mangled remains. What have I done? He cried out in shame. One final idea, he knew it is his own. I'll burn it all down. The demonic hellhome.
How you doing, everybody? Demonic hellhome here for daughter's mangled remains. Do you
Put your loved ones up in demonic hellhome.
Yeah.
She didn't use the right word.
All right.
Let's bring this home. Get it?
Let's bring this home. He gently blew out the pilot light and cranked all the knobs on the oven. After closing the kitchen door and shutting the windows to the Overlook Hotel, he sifted through the drawers, finding a matchbook. He set the match down. No longer... He found some knives. I better leave these behind for the knife man.
Yep.
The man sat down, no longer a father, no longer a husband. A deranged cadence of protest thoughts assaulted him as he waited. He could smell the gas building.
I knew it. I knew there was a gas building around here somewhere.
You called it.
Mm.
This is the gasoline party.
He felt lightheaded. Don't continue. You know not what you do. We'll start again, afresh, anew. The happy house pleaded in desperation. I've killed my family. I can't comprehend. This has to be this is the way.
No, rhyming's hard for you.
Together we end, he said as he struck the match.
Page break. Still to this day, in the locals' renown, go to the woods by the edge of town. You'll hear shrill screams, smell smoke and fire. No one around will call you a liar. If you go up, be ready to pray. Ignore all the whispers, whatever they say. There's a dog in the ruins, weeping at will, up in the ashes of Happy House Hill.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
again, very much so borrowing from The Shining, but I think a nice little thing on its own right.
Well, we have a comment here, which I think is a very insightful take on this story. This is from A Ugly Girl. It was posted.
Whoa.
Here. Yeah. Well, that's the username. What do you want from me?
Ugly Girl.
Yeah, but what's the username?
Ugly Girl. Yeah.
Ugly Girl. So
Anyway.
I think that she's just into Steyr Oggs.
Well, the profile picture's of a dog, so who knows?
Steyr Oggs
Damn.
dogs.
I'm not a dog. I'm just an ugly girl. Sure. Okay, so this comment is very insightful about the story. It says, I am watching a Kirby game, and Kirby just made a weird sound, and it scared me half to death.
And is this relevant to the story somehow, perhaps?
Yeah.
No, but still.
They all lived in a Kirby.
Let's see.
Listen, Ugly Girl, if you're out there, I just got to say that is a very Sigma comment.
Yeah. Way to dunk on the author.
Like,
your story
why is it called Happy House Hill? I don't really like the name, and I don't think it matches the story very well.
Well,
I mean, it is like a jaunty little thing to say, like, Happy House Hill.
yeah.
Happy House Hill, Happy House Hill. Don't go up there, you'll fucking get killed.
That was good. I like
Don't go to Happy House Hill.
the related like videos section or whatever. On the left is a thumbnail of Happy House Hill with your typical white and red text. And on right next to it is, I lived in a sentient house. It wasn't a happy house at all. These are the same story, but someone's like, oh man, I got to make this sound like a fucking No Sleep title.
Goddamn.
I'd be
Narrators,
pissed off.
folks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a story called The Kirby Game in recent activity. I wonder if... Oh, it's deleted.
Whoops.
Whoops.
I wonder what the page was. Is it just like, Kirby made a weird noise, period? That's it.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Kirby just looked at the camera and said Disneyland, and I freaked out.
Disneyland. I don't know how he sounds.
Don't know. Does he? Kirby don't talk.
I am Kirby.
Kirby just eat.
Can we get a t-shirt, just a black t-shirt, big white lettering that says Kirby don't talk?
Okay, Kirby. Okay, here it is. Here's the shirt.
Kirby don't talk changed my mind.
It's like a t-shirt, but like the sleeves are ripped off, and like on top it says Kirby don't talk, and it's just like a picture of Kirby with his mouth open. Kirby came to suck, and you just take that shirt to a gay bar.
Damn right. And then you take the shirt to a gay bar and you sell it. Instant profit. Oh, God.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts were Abysmii, Slimebeast, Depowlet, and Papreeka. Art by C.F. Comer. Double draw. Lesbians. Draw them. Yeah, that was the episode. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to the internet to watch more videos on the internet. Do you ever feel weighed down by excessive amounts of blood coursing through your body at high speeds, stopping you from reaching your true potential? Stop putting your life on hold for time-inefficient bloodletting. There's a better way to cut weight without cutting all of that cumbersome crimson nectar from your body. Introducing Blood Begone. Blood Begone is a new pharmaceutical bloodletting replacement tablet. Simply take one tablet with a meal or prayer, and blood will start pouring out of your eye sockets. Then you can continue leading your fulfilling life unshackled by the burden of superfluous hemoglobin. Blood Begone will relieve your body of anywhere between 2 liters to all of your blood in a matter of minutes. Blood Begone typically triggers projectile eye bleeding with higher pressures than that of a standard carotid artery. Blood Begone is not a substitute for menstruation medication. Typical side effects include dislodged eyeballs, severed eyeballs, minced eyeballs, mild soreness around the eye sockets, and in rare circumstances, blindness. Ask your Brave New World pharmacist for a prescription today. It's a brave new world. Brave New World Pharmaceuticals.
Are you tired of humanity? Because I sure as fuck am. I'm leaving. I'm going to the Corvid Corner. If a crow goes to store food and notices that it is being watched by an animal outside of its family, it will stash its feathers instead of the food. The study that this was noted in shows that ravens have theory of mind. Ravens, crows, well, both crows and ravens, have theory of mind and understand that others might have mental states watching them. They are aware of government drones.
I love how you're just like ravens, crow. You're just making shit up after the fact.
Just as I'm going on,
it's almost as if you're making this up.
A big liar McLiar pants.
Big liar. So that's an interesting note. Like the idea of faking somebody out with your feathers.
Yeah, you just faking them out and just being like, haha, you thought I stashed food, but really, I stashed my feathers.
Just like the inside of a tree uses feather to like just chisel into it. It's just like, ha, fuck you, loser, plus L, plus ratio, plus fell off.
Yeah.
Plus you'll never find my biscuits.
You'll never find my biscuits.
Magpies like to read Good Housekeeping magazines, even though they're Eurasian and can't read them.
Why would being Eurasian mean they can't read Good Housekeeping?
Because they don't speak English.
Are you saying Eurasians can't speak English, Brandon?
It depends on the literacy rate between, those magpies.
Mm.
Listen, maybe I need to do some more work on this. I don't have, where I work, we haven't hired any magpies. But if we do hire any magpies, I will make sure to be inclusive and bring them on the team, give them the same promotional opportunities, even if I don't perceive them to be effective communicators.
I see.
Do you have any magpie friends?
I don't. I wish I did.
There you go.
They like shiny things, and I too like shiny things.
I have no further comment on magpies. I think they are an excellent inclusion in society.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All of my, if you're a Kazakh stan magpie out there, leave a comment.
Mm.
The rest of Eurasia.
Right.
Uzbekistan. Where are my Uzbekistani magpies?
Oh, no.
Is Uzbekistan technically part of Eurasia? It is, right?
I honestly am in a lot of pain right now, and I'm having difficulties remembering what letters even go into the word Eurasia.
Okay.
That's a Chelsea fact.
That's a Chelsea fact.
The Corvid Corner.
Uncomfortable air.
What?
Someone had a cold open.
Uncomfortable hair, you said?
Uncomfortable hair. Tell us about your new invention, uncomfortable hair, Slimebeast.
Well, are you tired of hair that's
Yes.
fine? Are you tired of hair that's just okay? All right, so here's my cold open.
You too can lose all of your hair by going to removeyourhair.com. It's just a gif of Britney Spears shaving her hair off.
Yeah, it's looped. It loops forward and then backward and then forward and then backward.
But it has helpful instructions and a deep booming VHS voice from the 80s. Now, you're going to want to follow against the grain of the hair,
Yes.
as Miss Spears is doing here.
Exactly. You're going to want to use the front of the razor, not the back. What?
What?
Oh.
Since when?
Oh.
Bobby,
Oh,
Bobby.
Bobby,
stop
don't
shaving
use that
your hair
razor.
off.
Hank Spears.
All right, so real cold open, because that sucks.